episode of the Saints Block Party podcast presented by Precious Works LLC. And we have a game to recap. We have a game to recap. Saints, I don't even know what the final score was. But the Saints fall to the Bears in Chicago in week 7. Final score was 26-14. In their worst, one of their worst losses of the season following the Seattle game
Yes.
for a multitude of reasons. Uh, but Saints are, as of right now, picking number 3 overall in the draft. Um,
Mm.
I don't know. Like we could, I think you start with by far this game was the worst game Spencer Rattler has played this season, bar none.
Bar none.
Four, four turnovers, 3 interceptions, a fumble on like the second play of their first possession after the defense actually like made Chicago like punt and they didn't give up a touchdown on the first defensive possession. And it was a bad game. There's no sugarcoating it at all. He played bad. He played terrible. In games like this, if they consist, if they persist, it leaves the door open for a quarterback change. The team is
No
one and
question.
six. The team is 1-6.
1-6, bro.
I know. I don't know if Rod Walker asked the question, but someone in the Saints media asked the question after the game to Kellen Moore if he thought at any point of putting Tyler Shuck in the game. He said, "I did not." I also think that's to quote Dan Hans's quote a live Memphis like whatever the it's a reveal.
Reveal it, whatever. I don't.
Thank you. You know what I mean, Nick. In that, as bad as Rattler played today, and I don't think he was bullshitting when he said it. Like there was no thoughts at all of putting Tyler Shuck in the game
Oh, he wasn't. He's not bullshitting at all. No
at all.
thoughts.
Which the Saint it's the Saints find them in this position where they have a quarterback they drafted 40th overall, and if the current starter, who's a fifth round pick from a season ago, has been inconsistent by far his worst game after coming off his best game. If
Right.
that player isn't ready to go in, I think that shows where Tyler Shuckin is his development.
Right.
And overall, we just talk about overall. As Rattler played bad, this team got out coached and out physicaled all game.
Who from beginning to end, belt to ass, belt to ass, bro.
And like it, you can make okay, you can make sense of it. They got mollywopped by the Seahawks, one of the better teams in the NFC. Like, get mollywopped by the Bears, and I get it. They had just won three straight, now four straight. But you had a team that couldn't stop the run most of the season. Saints couldn't run the ball at all. And then in the flip side, the Bears gained over 200 yards on the ground, and the Saints didn't even get into triple digits.
222.
222. Wow.
222. And that's no big runs by Caleb Williams. That's running backs. That's Swift and what's the other kid name? The
Uh,
7th round pick.
Cal Manungai.
Yeah, I mean,
Manunga.
222 yards on the ground. And the Chicago Bears passing game was like out of whack all game.
It wasn't great.
It was not great all game. So they didn't, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter because what they could do on the ground and the Saints' self-inflicted mistakes was enough. That's all it needed.
So where do you? There's a play that I'm going to talk about that just stands out to me just in regards to this team. Happened before the half. Jawan Johnson catches a pass on second. I think it's like second down. 2nd and 8. He gets like 6 yards, and he turns it upfield. He gets popped out. Doesn't get the first down. He stands up and he flexes towards the Bears sideline. At this point, the score is 20-0. Wolf.
20-0, bro.
Why the fuck are you flexing being down 20 points, making a mundane fucking play?
6-yard play where you got dominated and pushed out of bounds, but they didn't even get the first down. And even if you did get the first down, like what are you flexing? What are you, Jawan Johnson, flexing for? After you dropped a pass that hit your hands early in the game
It is
and
the
fumbled the ball last week, that
last
like a
week.
critical fumble. Like, get him out my face, Adam. Get him out my face. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
It just shows. I'm not saying every player on the team like this, but it shows just the vibe and mentality of the team where you're
Yes.
down 20 points, you're not making a consequential play, and you're fucking flexing to the Bears sideline when you've been dominated the entire first half.
I hate that mentality, bro. I hate that mentality. And like this is the trick when you're a rebuilding team and you know you're not gonna win. You know you're not gonna win a lot of games. And it's like some players start looking for those small wins. Like, yeah, I just caught a 6-yard pass. Yeah. It's like, no. Like, no, we so
I said, I said in Zoom, bro. Like if I was the head coach, he would have been benched.
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. It's
Um,
it's
and if you look at our graphic, you're watching this because of our graphic. Listen, Dennis Allen took Kellen Moore's lunch money 3/4 of this game, 75%
took
of it.
it, bro. Took it, bro. Took it, bro. Like I mean, no two way buts about it. He went to this game. First of all, he had the short passing game gone. Like he said, we gonna nip that shit in the bud. We know everything you want to do within the 10 yards. We taking that shit away. We gonna blitz the weaknesses of your offensive line.
Bruh.
We gonna give you pressure. We gonna put the heat on Spencer Rattler early. We know he like to hit his back foot and go. No, we taking that shit, and it just revealed itself early. It revealed itself early, and they went in wanting to take these shots, and because they couldn't protect, they couldn't do the shots early.
It stood out. They attacked the Saints offensive line with secondary pressure play, with secondary blitzes, which is weird because if you're Kellen, like I know what Da likes to do defensively in terms of the pressures he brings because I've seen it. Like I
A
don't get
million
paid for this,
times.
bro. I don't get paid.
How many times we seen that Alante Taylor blitz open? It's like,
They still run it, Wolf. Still run the same goddamn Alante Taylor blitz, bro.
oh,
Uh, and they brought Jaquan Brisker. They brought Kyler Gordon on the safety and secondary blitzes, and it attacked the running back. AK was awful in pass protection.
awful.
Awful. Awful blitz pickup. It was terrible. And
It's
so
like damn, like as a running back, we know you can't block anybody, but you want to like impede them. Like, don't be getting blown up, bro. Like about DB. Come on now, AK.
I know the game plan in theory, first in that first half, Kellen wanted to try to exploit the Bears and DA playing so much man coverage across the board. So I'm assuming that they felt like they could exploit it with Chris Olave, and we saw for two drives that they could, and go deeper down the field. But you have to get the protection. And again, I don't want people listening to saying, "Oh, SBP is trying to take up for." So what we doing? He played a terrible fucking game. Played an awful game. The door is open for him to be replaced because of his performance. But the offensive line, in terms of those dropbacks, there were some plays where there was just no shot, and there were some
No
plays where
shot,
he.
bro.
I felt like in this game, Rattler, and I really felt listening to that presser on Wednesday, he was so determined to come out and beat Caleb. Like
Hmm.
he tried. It felt like he tried to play Superman when
Yeah,
that's not how he's played majority of
this
the
year.
season.
That's not how he's played this year, no at all. And I think that's what happened, man. I think he pressed. Uh, we saw it a little bit like in the preseason sometimes where he would press,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like like chill out, bro. You know what I'm saying? But all this season he's been poised and just kind of calm. And I just didn't feel. I just felt like he was a little bit erratic this game. Even like the pick to ball that got picked to Mason Tipton. It was another kind of a rush throw off target, putting it behind him. And he's gotten away with it so far this year with those ball behind him. But the Bears who had 12 turnovers going into this game for a reason. Like
Now they got 16,
they
bro.
now they got 16. They take advantage of all those plays and they got picked off. You know what I'm saying on the critical play and during the critical down. So no, I thought he was. I thought Spencer was just just pressing. He was erratic. I Part of me liked him being aggressive downfield when they had to because we felt like this in the past this season it felt like they've been kind of just trying to play it close to the vest. So I did want to see him cut it loose, and like honestly, that's what happens when you cut it loose. Sometimes you're gonna throw some picks, that's fine, but you want to see him execute better in those plays. Like he had the one when there's talk like did he slow up? Didn't he? That was just a bad ball, bad ball, and a bad decision. Like
Yes,
the decision was worse than the throw. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was.
Like
It was.
that was Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? Like you had yards, you had space in front of you where you could have got a first down and like keep going. Then you had the what was the other pick? Uh, that was the one he threw short to Shaheed. He threw another pick, throwing short to Shaheed, and it was just like that's just a bad ball. Like I don't. It's
He
like it's
had
just
all his picks were bad. Like all his picks were bad balls. All
bad.
of
It
them.
was just bad. Like okay, you can't even like try to place blame nobody. It
Nope.
was just bad balls, man. So like he got to take that one on the chin. And it's unfortunate for him because he took care of the ball so well this season, and it just kind of in one game just washes all that away
Snowballs,
that
bro.
quick. Just boom.
So because now he's what? He's probably like, is he 6 and 6 or 6 and 5? Like his
No,
touchdown
he
to
could. He
interception
threw.
ratio.
He had two touchdowns
Oh, he
today,
had two touchdowns today, so 8.
so that's 8 and 4. 8 and 4.
We had 3. Yeah, 4 because he had the one against Seattle.
Right.
It just felt like it felt very similar to the Seattle game where they got bullied, bro. Like they got bullied, and I I want to do some positive. Chris Olave came back to us. Them things. Diana Rossini came out, said the Saints were working on this long term. I've been saying this like the last year and a half. Like the Saints want to sign Chris Olave long term. Like
Yeah.
it's just been the case, even with the noise and he having a lackluster season up till today. They really have not wanted to move on from Chris Olave. Period. Like they haven't. And he had his best game of the season. That's what we want to see from him consistently.
Yes.
Is that level of play because he looked like even if you're wide receiver one, whatever, if he can just play like he did today,
Right.
in terms of his spot on the team and in terms of what he brings on the team, you cannot convince me that that's not worth paying for. Does he need like a prime number one, like a big? Yes, but he
Yes.
played extremely well today. I want to give him props. I also want to give props
No question.
to Quincy Riley.
Hmm.
Had a great pick. I didn't feel like the secondary played bad, even though like I still hate how Brandon Staley has them playing so far off. I
So
don't think
far
they,
off.
it's so frustrating. I don't think they had a bad game. Oh, brother. So what? Still positives. Pete Warner, and you can even make the case Demario Davis should not be playing over Danny Stutzman right now. Shouldn't be happening, Wolf.
I mean, I'm
He
gonna have to go back and watch, but when Stuckman's on the field, it's like
The run defense is incredibly better, bro. It is not. It is noticeably better. Like what?
noticeably. And then he brings, I don't know, he brings like a physical element, you know what I'm saying, to
Yes,
the
that
that
the defense doesn't
they're
have.
sorely missing. They're
Come
sorely
on, bro.
missing right now,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
Like, come on now. And it was on my radar that he was on the field a lot. Like you just notice like Stuckman's on the field a lot. So
Started against the Patriots a little bit, and then both Stutzman and Stallbird on. I don't know which one of them that I feel like it would probably be Pete Warner. The one they probably will move on for it. They seem reluctant to trade Demario because of his time with the team. Um, Also, like I was told that for Brandon Cooks too, which is whatever. But one of them needs to get shipped off and we got to let these young guys play
Let
because,
him play, bro.
as I've said, I've tweeted this, and it's like, spelling bee meme with the 2025 Saints draft class. They might have had a decent draft class. We don't even know what the quarterback looks like. Even the quarterback might be maybe ass. He might be great. Who knows?
Don't
But
know.
Banks, Riley, Sanker, Stutzman.
Looking good. Looking
good, bro.
And hey, Big Back Neil made a hell of a pass protector. That's
A hell of one.
That's about all I got. That's it. Made a hell of a pass protector.
Hold on. I got to address something in the chat real quick. Who dat chasing 09 said the smart fans knew that this is what you were going to get with Rattler against competent competition.
What? So the Arizona Cardinals defense, the 49ers defense with Fred Warner,
And Nick Bosa.
Seattle, Bills, Giants, Patriots. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Like just reveal your bias. Like you want, like you don't not a Rattler fan, that's fine. Like I really have no problem with that. If you're not a Rattler fan, but just reveal that. Like don't bullshit us like, oh well, we knew this was coming. Like,
and also if that's the case, like how I'm not gonna spill too many beans, but like, do people not realize how bad Tyler Shuck is like doing behind the scenes?
thank you.
Like what? Like,
like,
oh, Dante said his profile picture is Shuck. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Shuck little bro in there, man. And look, like this is like no diss to Shuck. Like it's not the team. This is what the team is telling you. Like what the team is showing you is that he is not ready. He wasn't ready week 1. Not ready now. There's no buzz coming out of the building. Like, oh man, Shuck just lighten it up in practice, lighten it up in a. Like I remember when Patrick Mahomes was sitting behind Alex Smith.
Alex Smith.
Patrick Mahomes, obviously, yes. Just different, just a different quarterback. But I'm just saying, like, I remember the leaks coming out the building, like, boy, Patrick Mahomes in practice, that boy looking good. You ain't nothing about that about Shuck right now, bro. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. And look, Spencer Rattler had a bad game. I've said a million times.
Terrible game.
Like, quarterback development is not like a straight line up, man. It's peaks and valleys. You're gonna have Drew Brees had games. Like every quarterback has bad games. It's how you respond to these games that ultimately matter. Because ultimately, if you are a true franchise QB, we're a long way from that with Rattler. If he's a long way. He's not even close to those benchmarks yet. But if you want to be, consistency is one thing you have to put together. And so far, like this is his worst game. So like after this, like what's next? You want to get who do you play next? The Bucks? Going against a ferocious Bucks defense? Like how you gonna respond? How you gonna respond?
And if you're Todd Bowles, like you see what the game plan was, like, oh,
I mean, we know what Todd.
Oh, we know what
day he gonna do that regardless. But like now, he's like, oh shit, I'm sending Max. I'm sending everybody. What you gonna do?
Someone said season is technically over. Prep Shuck for the relief after bye week.
I mean, maybe, but see, what people don't understand is like there are certain levels of ready. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like, okay, this guy ain't ready, but let's put him out there and see what we got.
Maybe like I would equate that similar to like Jackson Dart in New York. Although he was playing like a little like even in preseason you saw like the glimpses from Jackson.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Right. But then there's like, okay, if we put this guy out there, it could be detrimental to him.
Yes.
Like screw the team. Like it could be detrimental to him. So that's where they're at with Shuck. Now, eventually that might change. Like, who knows? Like by the bye week, he might be showing something where it's like, okay, maybe it's time. And maybe Rattler stinks it up for a couple of games where it's just like, okay, we're not going anywhere here. We need a spark. So maybe so. But I gotta see that. To me, I think Spencer Rattler has built up enough credit so far this season, where he's earned the the runway to show if he could bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Over the next couple of weeks, but he has to show that. Like
Has
it's
to.
on him to show that. So he can't do this every week because I mean, bro, you are on a ticking clock. You are on a ticking clock. Like I put it in the Discord yesterday, just about the benchmarks that Spencer Rattler needs to hit, and like in my opinion, just looking
It,
at it,
it was a great post.
first level is like, okay, are you like a good backup quarterback? Can you be like a good long term backup quarterback in this league? And I think Spencer check mark, he got that. He's reached that. I'm confident saying like he showed enough where he's gonna be around in the league for a while, being a backup. Then the next level is like, okay, are you a serviceable starting professional quarterback? Like nothing crazy. Like I could put you as a starter, Tyrod Taylor, Jacoby Brissett, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guys. I think he's reached that too. I think he's shown that he's on teetering, but he's right there. But then the next level is like, can I win with you? Can I win games with you?
With you.
Not because of you, but games with win with you. You can run the game plan, score touchdowns. Like I put a team around you, you Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton with the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna win some games.
Great comp.
That's where he's trying to get to right now, and he hasn't reached there yet. You could make the argument, well, the team ain't there yet. I hear all that, but he has to show that you could be that. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done that yet.
He hasn't. And he might not have the time in New Orleans to show that. Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe. What else from this game caught your eye?
Overall, man, like I thought, I feel like Kellen's offense is looking kind of like I thought, just very finesse. Like you said in Discord, like early Sean Payton, he would have times like this where the team just looks just soft. Like, but Sean Payton, he had the wins, early wins. He had the gusto and some of the creativity,
I think the play
and it's
calling
just
was.
the play
I
calling.
think was better too because I think Sean's such a different level of play
Just
calling
a
than
different
Kevin.
level, bro.
Yeah,
Different level. And with Kellen is like you just get in games like this, man. You feel like there's no calming element. There's no
there it is.
getting everybody,
There it is,
just
bro.
getting everybody settled and let's go. Like early in the game, it's like everything just felt erratic. The operation was erratic. Like, are you preparing these guys properly? Uh
Moose talked about it on the broadcast how like everything like the offensive operation did not look good. Like that
mm,
that is someone who is was a great football player in his time, calling out the operation. And I don't know what goes on. It's like is the prep not there during the week? I don't know what. It,
I don't know.
and then you had Kendre who he got DA PTSD, bro.
Oh, that probably
He
was the
saw
most disappointing thing in the.
he saw D on the sideline. He just reverted back to his old ways, bro.
Damn, my hammy. I don't even know where did they ever say like what was his issue? Like what was it, knee or something like that?
I have no idea what I don't know. Someone in the chat said Full Metal Jacket Splash. Team has no identity. There's nothing to hang your hat on. SMH. I have been screaming that all season. Wolf. Have I not?
All season, years, nigga, like that for years.
You
No
right.
identity, bro.
You right,
You
bro.
can't run the ball. Um,
The
you're
offensive
depending
line,
on the offensive
like
line is like
Eric McCoy got hurt in the game. He went out. You had Luke Fortner came in. But even that, it's like you have what 4 first round picks on the O line, and it's still just okay.
the run game is the most disappointing. But I saw it coming just from how Kellen approached training camp. Um, like you have to have a run the ball mentality early, going starting like in OTAs. You can't just be like, okay, we're gonna design a run game and run it. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like you got to. It's a like a want to thing. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt very early from Kellen Moore that he didn't have that implemented right. I knew the run game was gonna struggle. I don't care how many first round picks you invest in the offensive line. It has and it running the ball goes beyond the offensive line. It goes to your tight ends. It goes to your wide
All that,
receivers,
all that.
and they are all horrible in the run game. Look, the tight ends are horrible. Jawan Stoll horrible in the run game.
One
So
of the one of the plays, it was the Taysom Hill play that was supposed to be a run play, and Bailey was supposed to crack back
crack,
the
yeah,
defensive end. I don't know if it was a Sweat or whoever it was on the
yeah.
Bears, completely misses his block. Completely.
Just like little touched his shoulder.
And Taysom like
That's not the
loses
first
like
time
three
I've seen that too. I've seen
loses
that
like
all
three or
year.
4 yards.
Every time I do my film study, I see like 2 or 3 plays like that, where it's just like, well, that play had no chance, And
No,
it's like, when does this get corrected? Like, do you guys on Mondays sit down in the film room and say, okay, we can't have that. If we do that again, we get benched. You know what I'm saying? You got to have those moments where there's like accountability, and I just don't see that accountability with the offense because it's repeated mistakes I constantly see. I know the offense not good. I know the talent ain't there, but like repeated mistakes that are like not because of talent, but because of doing the wrong thing, like that I can't get with.
can't get with it. Let me check up on the chat real quick. Um, Wesley said, Shuck not being ready in week 7 of year 1 of the rebuild doesn't mean he can't be good eventually. It's okay if he doesn't play immediately. There's no rush. I think that's
You
pretty
sound
fair.
like a sensible
Crazy, bro.
person. Like that
Crazy.
that makes 100% sense. Yes, I get it. It's frustrating. It's annoying because he was a 40th pick and all that. But regardless, it's like this is the situation you got. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I'm gonna mispronounce the first name. I'm gonna say Ellis. This is in regards to Kellen. He just screams more of a play caller than a CEO. You could see the CEO gene in Sean in Kellen's first season, but I don't know, man. Been on my
I
radar.
agree. I agree. I 100% agree. And some people feel like that's something you could develop over time. Some people think that's something that's in you. I lean toward
It's
that.
like that's in you, bro. Either you have it or you do not.
You have it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he's a play kind of like Mike McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
just you know, very good. Like, and Mike McDaniel's a really great play caller. But
Yes,
I mean, as far as like running a team and running, he ain't. I mean, obviously he ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my worry with Kellen. But I'm trying not to just bury him so early in his career. He's 36. He's like has a lot to learn. Has a lot to learn, and he's learning it. And I do. There are some things I do like when watching him week to week. There's
bro.
some things I do like. He does seem to learn from his mistakes a lot, so I give him that. But
I just saw an Adam Schefter tweet come up on my phone, and I immediately cleared it of Ben Johnson giving Da the game ball, bro.
this is the nightmare. The one time I invest myself in a game in
That's where you
years,
fucked. That's where
I
you
don't.
fucked up.
I just wanted it, bro.
I know, bro.
Just wanted
I
it.
know. One of
Da.
the worst play of the game that just had me disgusted, bro, is when Rattler threw deep down to Olave and he caught the balls out of bounds on the Bears sideline. And as
Oh,
Olave's getting up, I rewound it in the. He gave Olave a little pound in the back, like, oh, that's okay, buddy. Bro,
he
I
put
wish Chris would have swung on that man, bro.
that hand on the shoulder meme.
Bro, I was heated, Wolf. I was like, no, no.
Uh, oh man, that right there is like this is like exactly what I didn't want to happen.
Hell, bro.
And look, yeah, I hate to give him credit, but DA had them boys ready. Them
Humming,
boys
bro.
was ready and humming.
Humming.
He knew what they was gonna do. He knew everything the offense wanted to do. He knew what Taysom Hill wanted to do. Now I didn't get a good look at that trick play they ran. They got called back. What happened with that?
So you remember the play when we played the Chiefs Thursday night football and they kind of did the hook and lateral with Travis Kelsey?
Yeah.
Very similar play. So Taysom Hill runs like a shallow cross. Rattler hits him, and then AK is on the far right. He's come up and Taysom hits him like as Alvin's running, and it was 3rd and 20, and so it's basically like a hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Alvin gets the first down. It wasn't called a forward pass on the field. They said it was a
Yeah,
backwards pass. Ben Johnson
challenge it.
challenged it. It gets overturned. It did not look like there was enough to. It looked like it was borderline. Like it looked like it was like probably was a backwards pass. Maybe you can make the argument that it was a forward pass, but it probably by the letter of the law in terms of convincing evidence, the play probably should have stood. They overturned it, and someone in
That's it.
our that was it. Someone in our Discord said if that's the Eagles running that play, the Chiefs running that play, like anyone else running that play stands, bro. It stands without question. We run that play. No,
Oh,
no.
oh my God.
It was a great play call creatively by Kellen. Like it was fantastic. It just it gets overturned.
And it's like
Shout
that's always the case because he's pulled some shit out the bag a couple of times, but it's something always goes wrong. Like
even like the behind the back shit that Rattler did to like Shaheed today, shit got like 3 or 4 yards, bro. Like that's a
it's like,
touchdown.
oh, he was like, oh,
All that for a drop of blood, bro. Um, Shout out to our dude Chris with the $20 super chat. At least Stuntsman and Riley flash today. Much love, Chris. Our dude Josue Sandoval. At least we saw Jawan Flex hashtag no juice. 199 super chat.
thank you.
And then our dude Damon Jones 199 super chat. Can we remove Pete from this team?
It's time, bro. It's time. I'll take 7th round pick, baby. Give me.
Call Me Aries said, with this experimenting in the play calling, is it just bad play calling or is it the lack of talent? Because some of this is bad, it's head scratching. I'll say this: Rattler had a horrible game, but I also felt like some of the play calling that happened throughout the game in certain spots was just not great. Like especially like the short yardage plays, and I do. Brian brought this up on Twitter, like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. You don't have Taysom out there. You don't have like Bailey out there. Even that 4th and 1 call that ended up a Rattler interception, you had left at this point. But they came up to the formation, and I'm yelling at the Zoom. I said, I don't like this formation for this 4th and 1. Like I don't like it. It just didn't feel like it was going to lead to a first down. And they rolled Rattler out. They had AK try to have him like kind of like do like the kind of running back thing, sneak him out and get like the easy first down. That gets covered, and then
Yes.
Rattler tries to go like the left side and throws across his body, which leads to a pick. I just didn't like the design and the play call. I'm not excusing Rattler throwing the interception, but there were some plays in this game offensively when Kellen was calling them, it just didn't look good.
And you would have thought like Rattler would have like a run option there.
Right.
Um, ah, yeah, it's like some things just don't make sense, man. Like just don't make sense. And defensively,
Ooh.
I just don't know what to say anymore. I just don't know what to say anymore. Like nothing worse is nothing worse as a defense is when you know the team is going to run the ball and there's nothing you could do about it.
It
Nothing.
felt kind of Bucks Sean Tucker ish without the big
Yeah,
runs.
without the big runs. Because every time I looked down at my phone, it was just gaping hole every time, gaping hole. And then you got all this meat up there. You got Boyd today. You got Gotcho out there. All this meat out there. Oh, where's the issue? Like, what is the problem here? And look, Brandon Staley had the same issue with the Chargers, bro. Couldn't
Sure
stop the
did, bro.
run there. Like that,
With much better talent, with like elite players,
much
and
better
still couldn't.
talent. So at what point, like at Kellen Moore, like at what point do you go to your defensive coordinator, like, bro, we got to configure something to stop the run here. Like we can't, you can't run a defense like that. You can't.
You can't. Sorry, I'm telling what I want for lunch. Um, sorry, I literally have not ate much food all day today. Um, so where does I guess they face the Bucks? Well, let me ask you this after the break. So we're gonna take a break, listen to our dude Precious Works LLC, our dude Bajan, and we'll be back
I
right after the
forgot
break.
to do that new ad read. Damn it.
It's okay. It doesn't start till next week, so we're good.
Oh, okay. Whew.
We'll be back right after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out of the box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. We have 41 concurrent viewers on right now, 127 views. So then, my question is to you, Wolf. Where does this team go from here? So these next two games, they have the Bucks at home in New Orleans, and then they have the Rams in LA for the SBP West Coast meetup. We'll have about 13, 14 people there. We've not won a single fucking game since we've been doing SBP games on the West Coast meetups. Not a single one, Wolf.
Maybe they'll flip this time. I don't know.
Against the Rams. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Where does this team go from here, bro? Like that's.
Look, I mean, I'll say this against the Bucks. Rattler's already played them twice, so he's not walking into some like unfamiliar territory, and he's faced them like with a very banged up roster, which he's probably gonna have to do again because it sounds like McCoy and Kendrick had some serious injuries. So he just got to get back to playing how you've been playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was good to kind of crack open the box with Chris Olave today. Like that's a positive that you could carry forward. And that's how it's gonna be, bro. It's like it's gonna hey, you're going to learn. It was good to see Valet on the field more, even though they didn't use him. He was on the field at least. Like that's progress. So they are. This is like I know people look at this game and they want to be like, "Oh man, this is terrible." They're not going to be like this every week. It just sucked that it happened to happen this week. But they're not going to be like this
of all teams.
Of all teams. But I think we're going to learn. You know what I'm saying? We're going to learn to see how this team's refocus. We saw it against Seattle. They looked terrible. Come out the next week, get the Bills. Still lost big, but we saw them kind of put up a fight and kind of retool everything and get things tightened up real quick. Going on the road against the Bills that next week, and then the following week they pull out a win against the Giants. So we've seen this team so far be able to kind of tighten things up and pull it together. Will they be able to do it against the Bucks? I don't know. I mean, the loss. I mean, we'll get to that on the preview this week, but that's a tough opponent, bro. That's a tough opponent. They humming. Dumb. I mean, them weapons against our defense.
Good
I know
luck.
they banged up, but
good luck. Justin Cash said, "I got the Saints losing the next two games." IMO.
So then they'll be what 1-9, 1-8,
1-8, going into the bye, I believe.
1-8 going to the bye. Mm-hmm.
Brother,
here's the thing about the Shuck thing. Like we could say all that right now, like, hey, look, Shuck ain't ready, they not. But I tell
1-8.
You 1-8, and if you're not looking good, 1-8, Shucks start looking a little better. Like, damn, I don't know. I think I could do something with that. Start looking just a little better. So Rattler got
Start
to be careful, man.
Gotta start like talking to yourself and convincing yourself. Uh,
I just hope Rattler doesn't revert to being too careful because I don't want him to play too safe either,
right.
where everything is just check down, safe passes. Like just try to find that balance between aggressiveness and taking care of the ball and all that
Ball.
stuff. It's a deadly balance. Drew Brees struggled with the balance sometimes. It's hard to find sometimes, but he has to find it if he wants to succeed.
Alberto as Panthers first in the bye week. So they have the Bucks, they have the Rams in LA, and then they have the Panthers, and they have their bye.
Yeah.
Justin, this is a good question. Justin asks, how many players do you think the Saints trade at the deadline? I'm gonna I'm gonna guess just one.
That's where I'm at.
Because like okay, if you're being honest, they for sure should trade Pete Warner. They should trade Carl Granderson because he started off the season gangbusters. Been super quiet these last 2.5 games, bro. Super quiet, and there is a need for pass rushers on the trade block. And this is gonna be like a hot take. I think they might want to like. I know they've been getting calls on Rashid Shaheed. Just I don't know from what I've heard. Potential like I know that they were talking extension with him before the season. But besides the Giants game and that big play, like I don't know where has Shaheed been. Like what? Like has he truly evolved as a receiver that you're willing to pay 17 to $20 million for a year? And
So
if you don't feel like that's the case, you got to really start thinking about, he's going to be a free agent in this offseason. So like, do we just ride it out, or do we move him and get something where he can? Because there are teams who want wide receivers, and I'm not advocating that he should be traded, but I think that's a deeper conversation to really think about.
I mean, you have to know, is he a part of your future or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not, you may as well see what you can get for him. Because I still don't know. I don't know how to do the formula or whatever. But if he walks in free agency and we don't, spend money on like a similar position or in free agency like that, what do we get back? Like maybe a fourth round pick,
Fourth,
you know, maybe a third. So I guess you just got to balance that out of, okay, what can I get in a trade versus what I could
trade.
get,
Yep.
as a comp pick. A comp pick would be 2027 draft, where this would be
Oh
2026. Like,
shit.
so,
Yep, you're
yeah.
right. They only
So
have 5 picks as of right now going into next year's draft, and you already know that shit,
exactly,
which is
exactly. Ugh.
um. One more thing I wanted to hit. Oh, where'd it go? I had it on top of my head, and it's gone. Jack Hunter said, basically, get your fourth from Bailey back.
Pretty
Damn,
much,
bro.
pretty
Ass, bro.
much, bro. Don't get me started, man.
Out, but like the Dolphins lost to the Browns today and put up like 6 points,
Ooh-wee.
and Tua got benched
Oh, you did?
for Quinn. For Quinn, what I say in our Discord this
Called
morning?
it, bro. You called it
What
when
I
you got
say?
elevated to QB2.
I said hashtag noticing. I can't fool me, bro. They lost to the Browns today. What's the final score? It was 6-31. Wolf.
And Browns offense ain't do shit. Dylan Gabriel had like 116 yards with 0 touchdowns.
That was almost a goddamn Caleb Williams stat line from today, nigga. Like what? What?
Bro.
Like there was the stat that the Bears were at one point in this game. They were 3 for 7 or 3 for 8 on third down, bruh.
Oh, I mean, they were. I mean, in total, they were. I think they only converted three first downs total.
Insane, bro.
They were 3 of 12
On
on
third
third
down,
down. We were
and we
three of
and we
10.
and we as a team lost 14-26 when the team not even being good on third down, bro.
It's a weird game.
It was very weird game because I don't think I didn't feel like Caleb had a good, and it's weird because the pass rush. We got to stop with the pressure stats, bro. We got to stop with them, bro.
Oh my god.
Because the Bears offensive line in a lot of plays didn't gave up a lot of pressure. Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Did not matter. I mean, it was times when Caleb was back there, 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Like doing pirouettes, getting just.
And one play, like Riley almost picked off after like 20 seconds. He's like stayed in coverage the whole time. But I think he got dinged up on it too.
Yeah, Alante
Um,
took him out.
hmm It's just like, just but this is
Hey,
what it's like. You won the top two, top three pick. This is what it feels like, man.
yes.
You know?
Which is and as bad as the Saints have played this year, the Jets and the Browns are, or not the Browns, sorry, the Jets and the Dolphins are absolutely worse. Like
Ooh,
the Jets bench Justin Fields with Tyrod Taylor today.
saw it coming, man. And it's like those are the dark times. You know what I'm saying? When your team, when you hype for your team, you got a new coach, paid quarterback $25 million. We're gonna run the ball. We're gonna be aggressive. Da, 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 da. And you ain't win a game yet.
A game, bro.
Ooh,
I,
boy.
I I know Aaron Glenn is glad Manish ain't still on the fucking on the Jets beat, bro. Also, can we just a quick thing that's on my radar as I see these highlights going up? Are the Cardinals a better team with Jacoby Brissett?
Trying to tell you, bro.
It's on my
Trying to tell you.
radar.
I watched some of that last week when he was playing. I was like, wow, Cardinals have a functioning offense. It's like he's not doing anything crazy. It's just like, oh,
It's much
throw
like
here on
when
time.
it's much like when the Vikings started playing Carson Wentz instead of JJ McCarthy.
Exactly. And it's like it's no, not like saying Carson Wentz is like some world beaters. It's like, oh, he's actually doing like the things that are designed in the offense. Oh, okay.
Simple. Which in the NFL can go a long way, bro.
Go a
When you're
long
not
way,
doing
bro.
that, when you're
Go a long way, man. That right
um,
there will keep you employed.
so
Flacco the
trade
other night, you know what I'm saying?
throwing that thing. The trade deadline is November 2nd. We are October 19th, so we're like what 2-ish weeks away from it. If they drop these next two games, if my calculations correctly, that'll be right before the trade deadline. If I'm looking at a calendar, those calls are going to intensify.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No. So actually, the trade that'll make sense. The trade deadline is on of some day. That doesn't make sense. Maybe I have that information wrong. Last thing
The
out
fourth?
in it might be the fourth. Let me look it up. Deadline. Terrible audio podcast, and we apologize, y'all. Fourth, you're right. It is November 4th. It's not the second. Um, give me. We said that we are gonna do this little section. It's not gonna be very long. Were you with this draft class that the Saints are gonna be picking top three, top five, which very much looks like a possibility right now? Who are you feeling?
Man, I'm on that Reese train, boy. What's his first name?
Arbel?
Arvel
Arbel.
Reese, baby. And just think about we could look at our defense, bro. Man, we need something like that, bro. Need something
Arbel
like that.
and Arbel Reese and Danny Stutzman,
Need a player like that, bro. But man, it's like that with this draft. God, but that boy, what's his name? Louisville wide
Louisville.
receiver.
Oh, Chris Bell.
Need it, bro. I need it. I need it in my life. Don't know how. Don't know how. I don't know where he's going. Top 10, first round, bottom first round. Don't know. I need him. I need him in my life, Adam. Need it to make. I need him to make it happen. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Make it happen.
Um, this is such a draft where I wish this team had 2 first-round picks.
Oh man, they need it so bad. We ain't got no assets, bro. Do we have any player that can get a first round pick? Fuaga?
Fuck no, bro. What are you talking
Fuaga?
about?
No, Bumney. No.
No.
Banks could get a. I'm not saying we
Banks,
could.
Banks,
Banks
Banks
get
can get you a
first.
first. Banks can get you probably like a low. I can see Banks getting you a first.
But out of the rookie class removed, is there any player that can get us first? None.
No, no, no
That's
shot.
sad. That is sad.
No
That's
shot.
very sad. That
Like
is sad, man.
you could look at Olave if they did want to trade him, which they don't. But even him, he probably get you the most a
A
second round
second.
pick.
And that's like top level. Like top level, we get a
Yes.
second round pick. Damn, that's sad.
Like even at this point, I don't even know if they were to trade Creep. I don't think they're getting a second unless the team is
Mm-mm.
just so desperate. Like it feels like that's more like a third round. And honestly, if you get a third round pick for Carl Granderson right now, I think you
I
got
move it.
I'd move it, bro.
Get old Chris Rumpf out there. Fuck it.
Rumpf, Diggs,
All of
figure
them.
figure it the fuck out. Anyway, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I know it's been a very long, hard season, but we are here to cover all of it. We've been here since
All of it.
2020 covering it. So nothing's changed. We'll be back. So a little programming note: we're actually going to be back on Thursday for the preview pod. That's our 200th episode, so we do have a special guest planned for that Thursday pod, which is crazy that we have hit 200 episodes.
Two
But
hundredth.
200, goddamn it. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back on Thursday, and with that, we are out.
Peace.